Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino is the Name, and in this video, we're going to talk about how accountants will be affected by AI, artificial intelligence. I've been getting this question over and over on this channel. In case you don't know, I'm an accountant. I've been in the accounting profession for several years, and one of the reoccurring questions that I always get when I'm telling people, hey, go to school for accounting, you can make six figures with just a bachelor's degree. It's not necessarily that you need to get a master's or a PhD or even any type of certification in order to get a job that will pay you six figures in the world of accounting. Now, so as I'm telling people this, there is, of course, the people saying, hey, well, I want to do accounting, but how will it be affected in the next 5 years, 10 years by artificial intelligence? Because it is one of the fields that they say will be one of the most affected. Well, every field is going to be affected by AI. I mean, every field will be affected by artificial intelligence to a certain degree. But it is, I guess, one of those things that is always in the media about how accounting will or accountants will be affected by AI, right? Now, this is the thing that I know about AI or artificial intelligence. One is you are not going to be as affected by it if you're an accountant who adapts and uses artificial intelligence. For example, okay, now let's say you were a professor. Let's say you were a professor and artificial intelligence exists, okay? Artificial intelligence already exists. They haven't replaced professors with artificial intelligence, not wholeheartedly at least, right? But could they be replaced with professors? Would there even be a need for school if nobody is basically going to be required to do a job, right? Like if we're going to have AI and AI is going to do all the accounting work, why do people actually even still need to go to school? And I'll tell you why. Because what if AI or artificial intelligence is doing something wrong, right? Who will understand what this report says? Who will break this down in layman's terms and say, hey, owner of this company or CEO, this is what this is saying to us. This is what AI, this is the model that AI has created, but there's a flaw in it or there is an issue with it. Maybe we want to go in a different direction, but who's going to explain this to us? Because that's basically what accountants do. And in order for, and a good accountant will explain it the right way, but in order for us to really, I guess, know what is being said by artificial intelligence, somebody needs to be able to interpret it to even say, oh, it's going the wrong way with this, or it's going the right way. What would be ideal? Let's go back to my discussion about, or the part I was talking about, the professors. The professors can use AI to ease their life with their work. If AI is going to do the majority of the work and you can just come in and look over it and just make sure that it's accurate or it appears to be accurate, whether or not it's coming up with lesson plans, whatever it is, and then the professors and the management of the colleges or schools or whatever can come together and say, is this the direction that we want to go in? And maybe it's not, and maybe we need to tell AI to come a different direction with it. But AI can make your job easier. Trust me, think about Excel sheets. Accountants were doing all of this stuff before without Excel sheets. Imagine, when they call accountants bean counters, right? Imagine trying to account for things using beans, but before Excel sheets existed, people were tracking this stuff manually. They were writing everything out. They were doing formulas before they were able to put them into a program to spit out, whatever, this box plus this box is this plus times or divided by this box, and into another box that answer would go in. So before Excel sheets, they were having to manually do all of that. And so technology has been a great help for accountants. But imagine those accountants who said, I'm not going to embrace the Excel sheet. I'm not going to embrace computers. Computers will replace us. They actually got replaced because they didn't incorporate computers into their life, right? So if a professor can use AI to help them make lesson plans, to look over papers, to highlight things for them, it's great. It's no different from using Google. I mean, I guess it is different because it's thinking, right? But it's no different from being a tool that you can use to make your job easier and process way more information way faster. It's a great thing. So if you're an accountant and you're wondering about AI will affect some people's jobs. I mean, it's inevitable. It may affect a lot of people's jobs, but there are still positions that are mandated that a person must do, that a human must do. And then there's also just the use of whatever technology. If you have some accounting software, and trust me, I saw an AI demonstration maybe a couple years back, maybe 2 or 3 years back, by, I think it was Ernst & Young or Deloitte or KPMG or PwC. It was one of the big four. Let's just say it was one of the big four. And they did a demonstration for us at the AGA, which is the Association for Government Accountants. And so they did a demonstration for us showing like where AI technology was at the big four. And it was like reading emails and sending email responses based off of whatever. And it was able to process some things and things like that. But it was still far from being anywhere close to a capable human, right? And we expect that from AI. Until it gets to a point, it's gonna have just it feels a bit robotish, but it's going to be some time before it catches up to where it feels as seamless as a person wrote that, right? And then, we would still have to have somebody check over it to make sure it's accurate. So long as you're the person who has to check over it to make sure that that's accurate because you embrace the technology and not go away from the technology, you'll be fine. You should be fine. Okay. So my only advice is, as the technology comes, you either learn about it as it comes. See, I was an IT auditor. I audited. My job as an accountant was to audit IT programs. And so I had to learn a lot of stuff about IT stuff. And the job of an auditor is to learn things about industries that you may never actually work in. And, you still should be able to audit anything. I can audit high school class records or programs. I can audit IT systems at NASA if I need to. I can audit, my friend's calendar, whatever. The principles are pretty much the same. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys this, since I've been getting so many questions about how will AI affect the accounting professions. Anyway, right now you're watching Casino is the Name. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we out. There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. It's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the Name.